Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for a new Let's Play series of the Guild of Dungeoneering. And we, of course, recently saw this in a detour where I showed it off and talked about how charming it was, which is still very much true. The music is, of course, great, and I am going to play through it, and I don't believe it's going to be a very long Let's Play. It's going to be of decent length, at least, though. And I haven't really gotten that far into the game. We're going to pick back up where we left off from the detour, and I'm going to link to that in the description in case you haven't seen it, so you can watch that first. Not really going to be doing any tutorializing in this Let's Play because the game is simple enough and I did enough of that in the detour. So let's get started. I think we are going to go into the expand menu, and we are going to get this. And we get the Trickster's Favor, which gives us +1 loot choice slot after first 2 fights, which is going to boost our progress a little bit, and our stats, of course, in the beginning of a dungeon. And then we are going to go exploring. And we completed this, I think, in the first, or in the detour. Now we have goblins, Firelord, and a victimless crime. These are the adventures. Let's go with goblins first. We're going to keep playing as the cat burglar. And we have the blessing, we have the Trickster's Favor, so we're going to pick that. First quest is Goblin Menace, take out the guards. Alrighty, let's embark on this little adventure. As usual, episodes are going to be around 30 minutes, give or take, depending on circumstance, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to connect these. I'm going to put a nasty rat here first for us to fight. Gain some loot. I'm going to use catnip to give us increased attack, since we couldn't block that attack anyway. Then we're going to use this. Since we will be forced to discard, I didn't want to discard that card, so might as well use it. Unblockable attack. This is not going to heal us any. Let's use catnip, I suppose. Hopefully we'll get a fast attack. No. I think we're actually going to die. Actually, we can block this and regain some health, of course. And then we are going to survive this. The enemy always goes first unless we have something that makes us go first instead, like a quick attack, for example. So what do we want? +1 health could be good. Fire Blast could also be good, or Slice. It's pretty much equivalent, except one is magic and one is physical. Shift could also be useful. It allows us to draw a card. I don't really want the useless action. I think I'm going to pick the increased health. It's always nice. Probably don't want to fight a level 3 enemy. Let's put a couple of rooms out randomly. That's a negative fountain. Probably don't want to go there. We need to end our turn and take on this goblin here. And let's just do as much damage as possible. Throw cat. Catnip. Bide our time a little bit. Throw cat again. It's going to take them out. Although it would have anyway since they hurt themselves again. But hey. Repel could be useful. Smite is probably nice. We don't have any headgear yet, so let's connect these rooms up. We have had very little treasure. Let's put down a spider. Oh, right. I was kind of hoping they would change direction, but oh well. Let's put a gnoll down as well. And that's all we'll do. We'll fight this gnoll here, which is not part of the quest, but oh well. Let's bide our time again. Throw cat. Do 3 damage. And quick attack for no particular reason. We can block 1 damage, which will allow us to survive. I'll actually survive with 2 hearts. Did I miscount there? I think I might have. Stiletto, slice, and shift. That's better than that other thing that would give us shift. Whichever that was. Yeah, let's take on this guard. We are currently level 3. It's not a magic. Let's shift. Discard a card and then draw a card. Block and heal. Catnip. Slice. Kill them. Nice. That went pretty well.
Do you have any decency, I wonder? Like the Ivory League of Explorers. Instead you pillage and plunder and rip everything asunder. You're just a reckless bunch of marauders.
Alright, so then we are done there. We gained the Pyromaniac battle scars. Let's just start with Fire 1. Alright, gained a bunch of gold, of course. And we can once again expand our guild a little bit. Talisman of Heal Aid. Hug in a bottle. Let's unlock the mime. Because why not? Everybody loves mimes, right?
Is there anything that's more soul-destroying than having to rhyme all the time? There's only one thing perhaps more annoying, and that would be an insufferable mime.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Right. Now we have the mime class. We also have 50 more gold. We can get the hug in a bottle. It's actually not as useful as the other blessing. Crone's knowledge. +1 starting hand size in battle for first 2 fights. Unlocks 4 uncommon items. That's actually, I want that. Let's put that there to keep the symmetry going, or restore the symmetry, rather. And then we are out of gold, so we're going to have to go back out. Let's try out the mime on quest number 2, orcs. Defeat the big orc. Sure. Let's give that a shot, shall we? Right. So the big orc is presumably hiding somewhere. Don't really have any good rooms, so I guess we're going to put a scary spider here. They're weak against physical attacks, apparently. It does have more health than we do, though. Imaginary cannon. So the mime is a bit more magic focused. Let's use stage presence. Probably not very good against spiders then, because we don't have physical attacks really. Definitely want to discard that. And then we can use imaginary box, which lets us block 1 physical damage, and then we'll increase the next magic damage by 1. Clone enemy's next attack. Certainly do that. So we get spook. That's going to be... I guess we might as well do that, because the spider is not going to be able to block it. We are getting close to death, which is not great. We can do that, however. And then because of the frailty of the spider, we get +1 damage. And then I guess we can just use any attack to kill it. Or not. I think we're going to die here. But at least we also killed the spider.
Across the land from far and wide, they come to the guild and want to fight. Sad to see them sliced and diced. Not only once, but twice and thrice.
Yeah, so that's our first death. So this is really a game about leading people to adorable death.
Although this guild seems very grand, a dungeoneer's life can sometimes be hard. Not always going as they might have planned. They mostly end up in this graveyard.
Yeah, that's kind of pitiful, actually. Dungeon Brun's 1 gold earned 2, and he didn't even get the kill of the spider counted because he died before it. Right. So we're going to try that again. And we don't have a new mime yet, so we're going to try the cat burglar instead. Pretty sure before you used to get a new dungeoneer immediately. Maybe it's random. I'm not entirely sure. Yes. Let's put a corridor here. Some gold and a brat this time. Don't really have any other choice. So hopefully Riv will have a bit better luck. We do have some battle scars. We can block that. But we gained a heart anyway. That's interesting. What traits does the rat have? None. Okay. Well, let's fire blast it, I suppose. And throw cat to do some damage. I very much assume that this heart is temporary for this battle. And then we're going to take a twig as our weapon. Get some gold. Very little treasure, which is a bit unfortunate. There's the goblin or orc warlord. I was about to say goblin king. Which would have been wrong, so I'm glad I didn't actually say it. You didn't hear me almost say it. First, the twig come in handy. Skeleton has a lot of health. Oh, that's interesting. Don't think I can do that much damage right now, unfortunately. Probably, maybe do that if I used 2 catnips in a row. And then get a throw cat in. Nice. Okay, I'm glad I got to try that. Alright, Shimmering Cloak give us Mind Strike and Flame Lash, which is a quick 2 damage magic attack, which sounds rather nice. That male coif gives us 2 health, but 2 stupidity, which is not great. The glyph is an offhand item. Gives us Smite and Mind Strike. I think this is more useful because it could allow us to get the finishing blow in before the enemy. Let's put that there because why not? It's a room, we can put that there. And we're going to end our turn because there's enough enemies here right now. Alright. Let's block one of those. Then we get 1 more damage in than they get. Let's use that because why not? We might have gotten to discard it anyway, and then we can use this to draw a card, although they die anyway, so. What do we have? We have a body. We don't really want that. They also have a weapon already. Let's take some gold to get some extra loot. Because we haven't really gotten a whole lot of that. Have we? Put a room here. And put a bandito. avoid that fountain, which might be bad. I didn't check the effect, but hey. Let's block one of their damage, and they block ours. That's fine, really. 2 damage for 2 damage. Oh dear. Well, we can technically block 2 of theirs, so let's do that. Use that. Do as much damage as possible. This might not end well. This might not end well at all. No, we're dead. Poor Rib. They were doing so well.
Once again they tried in vain to overcome and not be slain, but overrun and very scared. Our heroes fell in battle.
Yeah. Got a new mime, though. We'll probably try that again. The mime, that is. Actually, I might want to try Quest 1 somewhere else. Scope out Embro's defenses. Quest 2, Scorching Spoils. And Quest 3, Bath Bomb. Right. Sure. Let's scope out Embro's defenses. Do you remember doing this before? Quite a while ago now, though. Let's do that. Put a goblin here. He looks nice. Alright, just block them. Do some damage. Stage presence. Stage presence or copycat. Let's use copycat, I suppose. Imaginary cannon for damage. More useful than head blow, I think. And then they're pretty much going to kill themselves. We're going to block one of their damage. Make sure we survive. And then we'll take the paper crown for Holy Seal. Very little treasure still. This is not great. Let's link that up. And put a spider here for us to fight. Hopefully get some good loot out of that, some good equipment. If we survive, obviously. Let's do some damage, I suppose. Their block is a physical one, so they it's useless against us. We can do that, and then do that. A bunch of damage, not physical though. This is unfortunate. Then we can do that. Get some health back. And do that again, sure. They stole a heart from us, which is annoying. Sure, let's do that. And then, because they're frail, they died. Now we will take the twig again. So the twig is rather nice. Still no treasure. Okay. Fire Imp. -1 health is if surrounded by 5 or more tiles. Okay. That has to be in a 3x3. Sure, let's use that. And then use that. Discard the one that does the most damage, of course. And then we can use that. Let's block one of their damage. Sure, let's use Copycat. And we get a dummy card, which is not great. But then we kill them. So it doesn't matter.
3 cheers for your lucrative plundering. After all your aimless blundering. How you rode your luck without getting stuck. Left me and your enemies wondering.
There's a new cat burglar. Divat. Nice. They have a new grave here for Riv. We got 13 kills, which is a little more impressive than Booter's 0. Hey. Still completely unremarkable, apparently. Which comparatively isn't true, but, you know. Get some more items. Some weapons. And a shield, which will probably come in handy. Be useful. It's almost guaranteed to be useful. Let's give this a shot again. With the mime again, because why not? Cat burglar failed this one last as well, so probably doesn't matter all that much. Let's go this way first. Suppose. Let's fight a spider again. Although, again, as we are not physical, based around physical combat, we won't really be able to take advantage of the frailty of the spider. But we should we should do fine anyway. Let's discard grain for them, so they preferably can't regain health if possible. And then we win. Lovely. Health is probably good. Sure. Let's create a connection over here. We get a fountain of knowledge. Hero's starting battle hand size increased by 2 next fight. Interesting. We definitely want to do that. I don't think we get the fountain before the fight. No. Get the fountain after the fight. Ooh, dear. At least we have increased health now. Which is pretty good. It's going relatively well in this dungeon overall. Got kind of close to death there, which is not ideal, obviously. I think a skull cap might be nice. We already have a body armor. More defense is always good, I think. So let's get that. Some gold would be nice. Let's put out a null. And now we also got the fountain effect, of course. Let's use bullhorns. Don't think we've seen that before. Let's repel. Block all their damage. They take one self-inflicted damage anyway. Let's counter one of theirs. And we win. And unfortunately here we've reached the 30-minute mark, so we're going to leave off here and pick it back up in the next episode. So, I will see you then.